Hello everybody, I'm quickly telling you now, the video that follows, we kind of come in and out of focus, and the reason why is because I am stupid and I did not have eye detection on, and it's ridiculous that we work in this kind of industry and I can't even get a video in focus. And I think the reason why is because I'm normally so vigilant with it. With this, I just thought, you know, get the autofocus on. I'm sure we'll be fine. We're in front of the camera and the screen next to it is so small when we're quite far back. It looks like you're in focus and then you put it on the Mac and you aren't. So we come in and out of focus, so just bear with. It's 45 minutes long, the video, so we are absolutely not filming it again. But enjoy. This is weird because we like filming.
Sit down.
Right, so.
We haven't filmed in so long.
No, it's been a while. I can't read your handwriting, so you're gonna have to tell me.
Okay. Right. I might not be able to read my handwriting. We have a statement to make, and we have broke up. And no, John. That isn't why we went in hiatus. All these reasons are the reasons why we went into hiatus.
Yes.
So, hello everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in to the first video of 2022.
We just go.
Oh yeah, I've moved from the vlog because we're vlogging, by the way. Okay. We've moved from the vlog to
the thing,
to the actual first video.
Right.
Yeah. I thought that was obvious in the
I thought we
voice.
were going to say hello.
Well, I just did. Hello, everyone.
I know, but you didn't
So
tell
say
me.
hello to everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Have you missed this?
It's nice to see you. It's been a while. Right.
Yeah. So we've wrote down everything we've been doing.
Yeah, he's written everything, but I've got no idea what actually any of them say because his handwriting is worse than a doctor's.
It is. Basically, I've gone through both of our phones and checked all the pictures and blah blah blah.
If the camera starts to wobble, it's because the dog
is
just
go on,
going
Reeves.
underneath.
Go
What's
on.
he doing? Where are you going? What's happening?
Go on.
Just let him stand there.
We've decided to film right near dinner time, which means that the dogs are going to be around us.
He was just on the couch. We've been for a long walk today.
Yeah.
And anyway, this video is already going to be long, so let's not go on and on and on.
So, reason one, we would like to give you an update of what has been going on in our lives since January.
Sorry.
Alright?
I hate you.
Ruben, lie down, buddy.
Lie down.
I'd like this to be a one take,
Ruben,
so
lie down.
this is not really going.
Lie down. It's fine, you can't see him in the shot.
No.
Right, let's go.
Right. So, in January...
Oh,
right,
this is cool.
Yeah,
So I'll start with this one. So in January, I did an 18-week course and became 20 weeks. It was 20 weeks.
But you finished it.
And I finished it and I became a qualified barber, level 2 barber. So I actually cut Ryan's hair, cut my cousin's hair, my dad's.
Your uncles, your dads.
Yeah, uncles.
Your brothers, my dad's.
Yeah, so I've kind of been doing that through the lockdown. I just decided, yeah, good idea, let's do that. So that was on a Monday evening through the lockdown, and yeah, it's great and it's a good skill to have. And I don't have any intention of becoming an actual barber, like in a shop 5 days a week, but it's a fantastic skill to have. Exactly. So that's number one.
Yes. So Bunny, right, little Bunny here. I'm grab her. She's just had a shot. Come here, sweetie.
This is more like, this is not excuses, by the way.
No, it's not. It's just
this is just like a bit of a what's been going on.
What we've been busy doing.
Yeah, yeah.
Here's Bunny. On the 1st of Jan, she was pooing blood.
Oh, what a nightmare.
So we had to take her to the vet.
Did you have you had gastroenteritis, didn't you?
You did.
Hemorrhaging gastroenteritis. What an awful, awful thing.
You did.
But she's alright now.
We can't pick Ruben up like that because, you know...
There's no way.
He's the size of a horse.
She was just chilling.
There you go. There was a chair there, by the way, so she just like slides straight there.
She is fine now.
Yeah, because it's been 9 months.
It's been 9 months. So obviously you know that she's
so, yeah. And, right, we hit the ground running.
Do you want to tell me what?
We'll read it.
Who's it? What does that say?
Catherine worked for us in pyjamas.
What?
We hit the ground running immediately in early Jan, right?
Back with Catherine?
Yeah, Catherine was working with us.
Doing what?
She didn't work for us, but she worked with us because we were really busy. And here's the photo of all 3 of us working in pyjamas. I just thought I'd mention that. I thought it was quite kind. There's a segue because then we basically business-wise, because this is the first video everyone's seeing, is that since Catherine worked for us, she worked with us. She didn't work for us. She helped us out a day. We've actually had a member of staff work for us, and they've now gone on to pastures new.
We've actually got our
and
second
we've got our second member of staff. First, one extra person. Second staff turnover,
number person.
Yeah.
And we're getting another person
in January.
January time, who's going to do a degree apprenticeship with us. I think I've mentioned this in the vlog, but obviously this is the first thing that you're going to be seeing, so I haven't mentioned it.
Yeah.
She's going to be doing a degree apprenticeship with us. She's an illustrator. She's amazing.
But we do have our new member of staff.
Yeah.
So you will see her very soon, and she'll be part of.
She's on holiday at the moment, actually. So when she comes back, that's when I'm not going to say her name because I want to introduce her when she actually comes into the office. Yeah. So that's exciting.
But it's not Catherine.
No.
Then
What's this one?
Oh right.
So
a photo shoots. At home late at night.
So what's that one?
So before we.
So Ryan hasn't actually told me.
Right.
You
were there. This is our lives.
I cannot remember.
Right. Before, because we also we don't work from home anymore. No. Really, we now have an office.
Oh, photo shoot. Now I understand what you're talking about.
Yeah.
For a client.
Yes.
So we were doing some product photography, and we were doing some photos late into the night.
On the picture, I think it says about 2:45, but it was about 2:45 by the time we finished.
And the issue is that, well, we don't do it now. We did decide to start work stupid o'clock.
When we used to work from home, we used to start about 1 o'clock in the afternoon till about 9, 10 at night, and then some nights we would stay up even later. So it would be ridiculous, but never mind. So we saw The Office for the first ever time.
Wow, that was amazing.
On the 13th of January. What was the condition like?
It was like
a storeroom.
Well, it wasn't even like a storeroom, it was a storeroom. Yeah. It had loads of furniture in, old furniture. The carpet was red, stained. The walls were like a magnolia colour, but looked... There's curtains that... Am I going too far?
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
Okay, it wasn't that bad. I'm not...
It was a storeroom.
Although it still had the character that it's got with its highs, like it's got really high ceilings and all, like honestly it's lovely. I mean, it's only quite a small room, but it's really nice, and you'll see it very soon.
Yeah.
It's in an old building.
We hit the ground running.
You said that.
Well, we did in January. Busy at work. And then there's pictures.
Yeah,
I'm showing people
really
pictures.
Busy at work.
Yes. Because we took Christmas time off.
Yeah, we did, and we haven't really stopped, to be honest, since then.
Yeah.
And that's good news.
Yeah, it is. In January, I'm just going to read this to Aiden. I was still scared of
I can read
COVID.
that. I can get that one.
Okay, good.
I've seen that one.
Good.
Yes, Ryan was really scared of COVID.
Because I hadn't had it.
No, really worried. Really worried about getting it.
Yeah, really worried.
And it was a bit contentious, wasn't it? Actually, because of the feelings. But actually, we'll get on to about how we had
COVID.
We'll talk about that in a second.
We're still very scared of COVID. February, we started to plan to get our part-time member staff.
You've put PT, and I thought you...
No, we didn't get personal trainer. As you can see from the last time I vlogged, I haven't lost any weight. And I've got no excuse, except the fact that the garage is full of like stuff before you get to the gymnasium.
I'm not the old skinny boy that I used to be.
No, Ed's got a little tummy now.
I've got a little tummy now.
Yeah. But we're going to get rid of it, because there's a gym opening nearby, and I'd like a home gym that I can use, and we can go to a gym nearby.
Well, we've pretty much got a home gym, really.
Yeah, it's an assault course
to
climb over all the rubbish in the garage to get to the gym equipment.
But once it's done, well, we had it done for like a month, and then
we just put stuff in there.
We put stuff in there. We had the best of intentions, honestly, we do, but it just doesn't turn out like that.
And we went back to view the office.
So we went back the second time, and you loved it just as much as we did.
Yeah.
And there was a few stipulations that we needed to change. One being it wasn't dog friendly. When we went the first time, and the guy who runs the place was kind of like, "Is that a deal breaker?" And we were kind of like, "Yeah, like we work for ourselves." We just was totally honest. We were like, "Well, we work for ourselves, and we want to have an office where we make the decisions. So naturally, we would want to take our dogs into the office." And so he was like, "Okay, leave that with me." And well, it's not a surprise. A couple of weeks down the line, he sent us a message just to say he's spoken to some of the
directors,
stakeholders, and things had changed, so we can take the dogs in, which is fab.
And then I just thought I'd show you this. I made my eye bleed while I was doing some gardening, which is a weird thing that I thought I'd write down and show you the picture of. And here's my. So we're going to show you where we work, right? Because it's in an old historic building, okay. And you'll absolutely love it, okay. The chapel is stunning, but we're not going to show you the chapel yet. But this, can you just move along a bit? This was my face when we first saw the chapel. It is breathtaking.
Have we got to the when we got the keys yet?
No, we didn't get the keys in February. We've still got February, March, April, May, June, July,
Honestly,
August,
we
September.
did a lot.
I know. Well, to be honest, right, I didn't think we've done that much this year, but then when you actually scroll through to figure out what you've done, so here's a life update, basically.
Yes.
And then, so that was February. This is my face at the chapel. And then in February, you found out. Hey, Rubes.
You can't see him, but his
ribbons down here. Can you see his nose? There's a snoot. Aiden began rehearsals.
Oh yeah, so in what month was this?
In February,
I started rehearsing for a play that I did up in Newcastle, a live theatre in Newcastle, a two-hander. It was about an hour in length, and a great director and a great writer and a great.
It was a two-man play.
It was a two-man play and a great partner to act with, and I had loads of fun. It was really good.
It was a coming-of-age
story about someone whose mother had passed away, and then my sister had died, and I was kind of mourning that by doing a skill project, and I kind of got close.
This is in the play. If you've just tuned in, hearing that his sister died he was in a play.
It got in.
A lot.
There was a lot in an hour and 20, but it was really fun. And
Two young gay guys.
Yeah. Well, no, you don't actually ever find out about Hassan.
Well, okay, you were definitely gay.
I was definitely gay.
Yeah, and Hassan, you kind of
I think
alluded to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was up to the audience to figure out whether or not he was gay or not. But there was a lot of intentions.
He's in a tour of A Midsummer Night's Dream, and he messages on Twitter to go and see it. It's in a little bit northern stage. The only problem is, I think it's when we're in a place.
Oh, okay. At the end of this month, we've got a surprise for Catherine, because she's turning 40.
Said that I was
30.
I've already said that I was going to go, which is we'll have to figure that out. But I'll have to apologise. Maybe I'm going to see it somewhere else. But anyway.
So that was that. Then, however, right during the rehearsal process, but before the show,
oh my god, I got COVID.
Aiden got COVID, and Ryan panicked. Nana had already had COVID.
Yeah.
We've gone really red. Why is that? Let's sit back. We went really red there.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to be red.
Okay.
That's fine.
So, Nana had already had COVID.
She got COVID, yes.
Yeah. And then she got better. Fantastic. Because I was worried sick about it.
I got it. Who did I get it off?
Well, people were still advised to wear masks at the time. And Aiden, it wasn't mandatory, but it was advised.
Did I get it?
You went to get your hair cut.
I went to get my hair cut. And I knew that was where I got it from.
Yeah. Anyways, he got COVID.
It was really quiet, and then all of a sudden all the people were in, and I was like,
yeah,
I'm gonna get COVID.
Yeah.
And I did. And I was quite ill.
He brought it back.
But thankfully,
you weren't too bad.
The vaccine helped a lot for me. Actually, the vaccine that I'd had, the second. I had a Pfizer vaccine, then I had a Moderna vaccine.
Was your booster? That
third.
Was your booster.
I had 2 Pfizers and a Moderna. No, it wasn't my booster. It was my second one. I've not had a booster. Oh yeah, I had a booster. Have I?
Yes. Why does everyone's like, have I had a booster? Yes, we've had a booster.
Anyway, I had one Moderna injection, and I was ill for like that night, and that was actually worse than it was when I actually got COVID, which means that the vaccine worked.
Yeah.
That's good.
However, on the basis that I've been living in fear since 2020, I obviously caught it off Aiden. And I have friends that were younger than me, fitter than me, thinner than me, and they went to hospital. We've got friends that families passed away with COVID. I was really, really scared. When I got it, I am very, very, very grateful for my symptoms was that I would sneeze about twice an hour, and I was very tired. But there was no pain, there was no fever, there was no cough, there was no nothing. I just needed a tissue because I was sneezing.
Funny story, actually, which I'm going to quickly mention.
Aiden had it worse than me.
Whilst I had COVID, right, I'm going to try and be really.
Oh no! That is written down.
Okay. So I'm going to say it now because it was only a COVID.
Wait. your play went really well. I got really, really drunk at his play.
He was so drunk.
Really drunk. I had 3 bottles of wine because that was the first ever time that I was around people because I just got rid of COVID and there's a lot of people there now and I haven't been around a lot of people for a long time at this point. I got very drunk, very drunk and said things that I shouldn't have said to people that I shouldn't have said in a jokey manner, and thank God that they took it in a jokey manner.
Bonnie, can you just go down?
It's our fault because we're filming at the time. Look, it's 1 minute past 9.
That's it.
And they know it's time for the
Anyway, so play went fantastically well. It was on for 4 nights. It was on for 4 nights. 3 nights or 4 nights?
4 nights.
It was on for 4 nights and it was really good. Really loved it. Anyway, and
when you had COVID.
Oh no, so I had COVID before that though. Yeah. So I had COVID before that during the rehearsal process, so I had to take some rehearsal process time off actually. And I was sleeping in separate beds because I had COVID. Ryan was just a bit conscious, so
I don't think I had COVID anyway, at this point. We get milk delivered.
Was this the first time?
This was the first time.
This was the first time. We get milk delivered because it's like, you have a milkman. And he brings it, it's about 1 in the morning. Anyway, Ryan bursts in the room, 3 o'clock in the morning. Right?
Sleeping in separate beds because of COVID.
I was ill at this point. COVID.
I was fine. I hadn't got COVID yet.
Aiden! Quickly, get up!
I saw on the CCTV.
Someone has stolen the milk out of our front step.
Yeah.
And I said, what? Quickly, get up! Come on, we've got to go and find him. I said, oh, Ryan, I'm not very well. I can't go and find him. Come on! We need to go and get out.
This was about 3:30 in the morning when I saw on the CCTV because I'd been notified that someone was stealing our milk. So I was on a mission to go and get my milk back.
Who steals milk?
And I don't understand. Right, think about this logistically with a business head on. Why are you stealing that much milk, right? And who is purchasing it back from you, right? Because it wasn't just our milk; it was also lots of houses, right, in the estate. Okay, and who's purchasing the stolen milk for how much cheaper than you can actually get it wholesale? To then that actually be worth their time. Business-wise, doesn't work.
A bootleg milk.
Anyway. Go on Shark Tank or Dragon's Den. I'm out.
So Ryan had me at 3:30 in the morning walking through the streets in my pyjamas with COVID, looking for the milk thief.
Yeah.
Just picture that.
Because I was gonna.
And as I was walking, I said, Ryan, what are we going to do if we find this person?
Ask for me milk back.
Confront him and be like, give us me milk. As he runs away.
That was the plan.
So anyway, if the camera bobbles because the dog's trying to get around.
Come on, get up.
Come on.
We've been talking for 80 minutes. Do you want to just start and stop it again?
Yeah.
Yeah? We didn't find the milk thief in the end.
But he did come back.
And I scared him.
And he scared him because through the
ring doorbell.
On the ring doorbell he went.
Hello.
He was going to say, do you want to play a game like the Saw films? But then we thought this person doesn't know where we live. Yeah. And is actually
right, stealing. Enough.
Right, that's it now.
The dog's right here.
You can't see, but there's a lot going on. Right. What's that?
So that was that. And then April meant that there was no COVID, scary times for me. Okay. So
we went out.
And we sang karaoke.
Where at?
At Heather's
My
birthday.
sister. My cousin turned 40, so we went to her birthday party. And it was karaoke, and we had an absolute good cracker on karaoke. You are, I'm never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you. And you made a hilarious joke.
I did. I stole the line. I'm far too drunk.
You weren't really that drunk.
Well, I stole the line from Friends where I walked over to one of Aiden's cousins and I was singing Feeling Good by Michael Bublé. And I went over and I said, during the instrumental, and I was like, where are you from?
Peterlee.
Which is where she's from. And I went, sorry?
Peterlee.
No, I heard you, I'm just sorry, which is from Friends. And then I strutted off.
Birds flying high. Yeah! You know how I feel. Get on! Sun in the sky. You know how I feel. Yeah! I'm just sorry. I'm going every Saturday, see this.
So it was a good laugh.
It was really good.
It was really, really nice to actually get back to a lot of normality
with people.
Because I was no longer worried about COVID because I had it at that point.
Yeah.
And you don't get COVID usually 2-3 weeks after you've already had COVID.
Yeah.
So
it was the first time in a while that we'd
pleased.
seen everyone. So
yeah, it was really, really nice.
What comes after that?
We were doing a lot of garden planning, right?
Ryan has decided that he wants to become
a gardener.
Alan Titchmarsh. And completely... Bonnie, can you just give
Lie
us 2
down.
minutes?
2 minutes, please.
She's
Good
busy.
girl.
She like twerks on you when she's hungry.
Yeah.
She knows how.
Over the summer.
She knows how to get that food.
Yes. Twerk.
Over the summer,
I've gone a bit plant mad.
Yeah, I think that's an understatement, to be honest.
Can I move it?
You can, but it's dirty.
Well, you can see the leaf. I'll show you in a vlog, so you'll have to tune in to a different vlog.
Is that exactly where it was?
I reckon so. What's the problem?
There's nothing. I just want to make sure that's the same thing.
There's lots of plants.
No, it's not. It can't be because of. Like,
I'm not cut off.
No, come this way. That's okay. So, lots and lots of plants. You've got pictures, haven't you? So,
oh yes, there is. I became a bit of a plant.
Horticulturist.
I did.
And they actually are really.
Became a
really nice.
What I've wrote down is actually plant daddy.
Yeah.
And we also went to go get office furniture because at this point we were going to go move in, so Catherine came with us to get some office furniture just from IKEA.
Although IKEA was a struggle because things weren't in stock.
No, so we had to pre-plan all this. We wanted some furniture for the garden, and the business continued to grow, and we've been working very hard with it.
We got some nice furniture actually, and
Which is?
yeah,
it was really, really good.
Haven't had the grass done yet.
Then you had a flat tire.
I had a flat tire.
Tire, not a fat tire.
I drove over a nail, but our wonderful, lovely neighbour Michael helped me. He came up because it happened to him. He came in. I don't have a spare tire in the back of my car. It's infuriating. There's just a compressor, and that like in a tire stuff. But I didn't want to use it because like once it's used once and that's it. You know what I mean? You can't use it again. So sadly I had to get a new tire, but it wasn't the end of the world. I got one the next day.
Yes.
Oh, and then actually at that point, I then went and did a short film the next day for
you did.
For where was it? Some council. What's underneath Middlesbrough? Redcar Council film. It was really good. I had a nice day. It was really lovely actually.
And we began to decorate the office.
Yes. So James, our ex-member of staff,
Great guy, really hard worker.
James and I
wish him the best.
Got floor tiles and we actually carpeted.
No, you and James didn't get the floor tiles. I came and got the floor tiles with you because
I fell over and really hurt myself. The trolley was really heavy with floor tiles, and I was going out of the DIY store, and
he fell
over
with the trolley.
With the trolley.
Aiden fell with
Ryan
the trolley
did nothing to help
in
us.
the doorway.
He did nothing to help us.
The trolley is on its side.
I was
There is
underneath
carpet tiles everywhere. I did help
Ryan
you.
was
I stood there for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, like this.
5 seconds.
Like this. Oh god.
Like out of sheer
I'm
embarrassment,
so
but
embarrassed.
I'm not with him.
I'm so embarrassed, and I was like.
And then I helped you because the automatic doors are like closing back in on you.
Not one member of staff came out to help.
I know.
Everyone's let me. Anyway, and then James and I carpet tile. Well, and Catherine helped a little bit.
Yes.
You as well.
But we painted the walls.
Yeah, painted all of the walls and nice blue colour on the back, and then carpet tiled it, and the rest of it's white. So
the battery.
Really nice. There's 2 batteries.
Okay, good.
As soon as it dies, I'll get one. Should I just change battery now?
It's up to you. We can use the most of it while we can.
Okay.
Yeah. If you don't like feet, right? Don't look now. But I broke my toe.
Oh my god. We
Yeah.
didn't.
But it was definitely broken.
I thought you said that you hadn't broken it.
I mean, judge by the colour and the
It was
swollenness.
but it just seemed to get fixed very quickly.
It was about 4 or 5 weeks.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh.
My toe was broken, and it's disgusting.
It was really awful. I mean, look at that picture in this file.
We also went to Durham Pride.
Durham Pride, our first Pride back again. It was so good.
The battery died.
Battery dead, but we're back.
Yes.
So we were talking about Durham Pride. First time back at Pride after COVID. Such a nice day.
It was.
Really good with our friends. Loved it.
Yeah. And then Bonnie hurt her leg.
Oh,
so we had to take her to the vets.
This was tragic.
Yes.
I was out taking them for a walk through the woods. Reuben, being Reuben, likes to like...
He's a loaf of
go
bread
into, like,
in the house.
But he goes into full zoomies when he's outside. Like, he goes crazy. He bolted through the woods and then he went and jumped over Bonnie. Caught her leg with his leg. And she literally... I thought that he'd broken her leg because it was the sound. Like, what Bonnie was like crying. Like... And holding her leg up, and like a dad, I mean, like I'd lost a child. I ran and was holding her. I was like, it's all right, don't worry, sweetie, don't worry. Reuben was like, what's going on? Anyway, I carried her for a little bit, and then I put her down, and she was kind of hopping, and I was a bit worried about it.
So we took her to the vet.
So I took her to the vet, and the vet did an X-ray, which cost £600, because vets just cost crazy amounts of money. Thankfully I'm insured, and thankfully there was nothing. There was no break, so I didn't need anything else apart from some antibiotics and an injection or something. And
then after the X-ray, she decided that she would walk completely fine on it. But up until the X-ray, she'd limp when she fancied it.
We were a bit worried just in case.
She just wanted, she wanted a bit of retail therapy, really, a bit of money spent on her. That's what she wanted.
But she's okay.
And
she gets spayed.
Is
that later?
Right. So we're going to go back, okay?
We'll go back.
Yes, because in April, right? On the 6th of April, I started to learn to drive. On the 6th of April,
Ryan started to learn to drive. Long overdue, in my opinion.
But
I found him a really nice instructor.
I loved her.
Sarah, who
I still love her.
really lovely. And you got him like a house on fire.
We did.
And you enjoyed your lessons, didn't you?
I loved
After
them.
the first lesson, you were like, I'm
hooked.
And you had a good amount.
She actually called us and said that we won't be doing... Well, no. On my lesson, the driving instructor said that we'll only be doing left turns. We won't be going anywhere on roundabouts or anything. And then after doing it for the first hour, she then made me drive all the way home when there was multiple big and small roundabouts.
Yeah, on your first lesson.
On my first lesson. So I was buzzing my tits off at the end that I was like...
It's very English saying that.
Buzzing my tits off, yeah. Was, really, really like chuffed. With me driving lessons, so that went I really, really enjoyed them. And then I continued to learn to drive in May, and then in June, right? Did we do everything in Brook McTaw? Yeah. So more filming. The business was doing really, really well.
The business was doing well. We were doing some videos for different businesses. We'd been to an expo and got some clients. And we did some videos and things. It was like a part of the...
Hold on, there's something gone wrong here.
Have you missed a full page?
I think we've missed a month.
Which one? May.
Play.
May.
No, yeah, we were there. There's Durham Pride.
June.
Preparing for the business. I passed my theory 6 weeks after... No.
Oh, we didn't get that one.
20 days after starting to learn to drive.
Street.
Chester.
Oh, we've missed
Oh,
April.
we've missed stuff. We've missed stuff.
Oh, God.
Right, we're going to go back. So back in April, we were business doing really well.
What does that say? Parking...
we painted the garden fence.
We painted the garden fence a lovely sage colour.
We did. So
nice.
we wanted...
Catherine helped us with that.
She did. And then she got hangry, which is hungry and angry. I remember that, Catherine. You're not forgiven for that. And then preparing for the events. I passed my theory 20 days after my first driving lesson,
which was cool. I was happy that
and new member of staff.
Yes,
so,
we wanted to basically.
I
wanted to get them like.
I think we just skipped a lot of April.
Okay, cool.
We did. Right. Okay. So then, June.
More filming for businesses, which
yeah,
I just mentioned.
Really, really well.
Yeah.
And then we
we went and Catherine was the backing singer for one of our friends, two of our friends, John and Tom, who were a couple that she's known through work for ages.
So we went to go see Catherine sing.
He is a country singer. Tom is a country singer, and so Catherine was a backing singer for that. So that was really nice.
It was nice to surprise. We surprised her, even though she kind of knew we were coming, because we were like, "What time's it on?" So yeah, and
Bonnie got spayed.
Which is now the third reason. Well, Bonnie's gone to the vets in the first 6 months of this year.
She doesn't look the vet. She doesn't like the vets anymore.
No, she doesn't. So Bonnie got spayed, but she's all healthy now, and it's all really, really good.
Yeah,
okay.
She's gorgeous.
And then July, the business is still going well. Yeah.
Oh, Phoebe, our goddaughter turned 1, so we had a birthday party for her, and that was, well, we didn't, our parents did, but that was really nice. Family was there, friends, gorgeous, lovely day. Lots of nice food.
And we also filmed at, now if you do follow us on Instagram, or if you go and search our business, Shout Out Social, go on Instagram, then you'll like see like what we get up to during work hours, yeah. Basically, I found, right, my favourite wedding venue ever, which was a castle, right, and it's called Langley Castle Hotel. It's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. We filmed there.
You can hide the whole castle.
You can. So I'm just saying that.
It's expensive, but it's not.
I'm just saying that I'd really like to
get married there.
And yeah. So I'm just saying.
That's nice when you find that person.
And we were also filming at the City Hall, lots of different companies, airports, hotels. At the airport, we almost got took up by border security.
Guard. I was filming the baggage check area for a time lapse, and this woman literally was like, "What are you doing?" She was on the phone. She was like, "They seem like they're filming something, but they've got badges on, but I'm not sure."
We had passes to film at the airport. The airport had asked us to film there, basically.
I always had to go through security anyway.
Yeah. Airports, hotels, wedding venues, and then at your dad's there was a
flea.
No, FIRE.
My dad bought a bit of land out the back of his house, which is attached. And there was loads of like wood and trees and like weeds and everything. They were all really dry. This was like midsummer. So we set fire to it and had a massive bonfire. And thankfully it was fine because it could have gone all there.
That was July.
That was July.
When I went October. And on the 21st of July, like 3 months after starting my driving test, I passed my driving test. I passed. Yay! Woo! So I now drive. Brum brum. I'm in Aiden's car.
I'm in Aiden's car.
So it's been really quite nice.
Really
I've been driving now.
He thinks he's better than
July, August, September. No, I don't think I'm better than you. I just think that you're a bad driver.
Possibly, you're a really bad driver.
Yeah. Right. No, you're a good driver, and I'm an okay driver. But you are better than me. But
yes, I've been driving.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. No, I don't think.
And you can't drive manual, so.
No, I can't drive manual. I'm driving an automatic, and Aiden's car is an automatic that can also do manual. 2-3 days ago, I accidentally knocked it in the manual. Right. I didn't know what was going on, so I was like, "Why is the car doing this?"
It was like
so I realised that I accidentally knocked the gear stick, which I don't touch unless I'm going in reverse or neutral or parked. So I don't use the gear stick to change gears. Americans, you know what I'm on about. So then I just moved it and it was all sorted, but I did shit myself for about 10 seconds in the car, and it was really, really bad. And then in August, now this was like planned for absolutely ages, and it was like by far one of the highlights of the year for me. Friends that we've gotten to know through YouTube, they don't do YouTube, but we know them through YouTube. Mark and Stephen, we spent 5 days?
5 days. They came over. And we
pre-planned
did not stop the entire time.
Yeah.
We went to an escape room, which was unbelievable.
We had food at restaurants.
We had food at restaurants. We went for a day in York. We went for a day in
Beamish.
We went.
It was going to affect something.
We actually had a chill.
We showed them our
outdoor.
We showed them at the office.
And then they came
outdoor theatre, big display thing.
We went to Kinran, which was amazing.
We went to Boulevard, which was a drag queen show.
Yes, which was amazing. They came to our house on one of the nights and I cooked, and then we just like sat and chilled and like.
And they know I feel like this. With Mark and Stephen, we did so much with them.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed every single bit.
We had to take a week off.
We didn't take. We hit the ground running the day after.
No.
Didn't we? When we went back to work.
We need a holiday.
We do need a holiday.
We're still not being on a holiday.
But one of the nicest times with Mark and Stephen was when we actually just put the fire on in the garden and we just chilled and we just like talked shit like we always do. So it was really, really nice to see Mark and Stephen. Really. Actually, get the picture.
They got us these.
And they're going to go up.
When they were at our house, they sent us these lovely pictures of the dog.
There's a picture of Bonnie.
Oh, there's us.
And then here's Mark and Stephen and... Oh, we went up to the top of Durham Cathedral.
Yeah.
Mark and Stephen and me and Aiden outside Durham Cathedral.
This next one is when we went to the escape
room. And we only just escaped.
To be honest, right, that escape room. At one point...
It was really good.
The girl who was like watching us, you know, like for safety, was like...
Giving us the answers.
Like giving us the answers because we just never would have.
And there's Ruben.
And there's Bonnie.
Bunny.
And there's Ruben and Bonnie.
Yes. Mark and Stephen sent these over, and they're just next to us because I'm going to put them on that wall behind the camera right now.
They're really nice.
Yeah.
Look at them too. And gorgeous. Hey, Bonnie.
So it's because we've been saying her name, isn't it? That's why she set up. Bonnie, lie down, sweetie. Lie down. Lie down.
She said, I don't want to lie down.
Come on, lie down.
Lie down, good girl.
Good girl.
Right, what are we doing?
So,
right again. Lift your head up.
Okay.
Sorry.
Continue working hard. And then, unfortunately, the big whammy, when we were driving actually down to York, we found out that James, our member of staff at the time, as basically was part-time. He was given the opportunity to go work full-time, which is therefore obviously more money.
He left us.
So he now works for a local college, and yeah, I'm sure he's doing absolutely fantastic.
It's fantastic for him to do that.
Yeah.
It was just at the time we couldn't stay in a full-time member of staff.
Yeah, we couldn't.
No.
Financially we couldn't.
No.
Yeah, simply because we want to make sure as employers that because we're responsible for whoever we're paying the wages. There is a couple of clients this year that have not paid, right? Even though they're in a legal. So before you type on the on the comment section, get people on contracts. You can have people on contracts and they still don't pay. Yeah, you do amazing work for them month after month after month because they're in a monthly running contract. They still don't pay. Thankfully, me and Aiden have joined the Federation of Small Businesses. So if we pay £36, which we have, we can begin the court proceedings, the legal proceedings.
Put it this way, I've said
they are thousands. Yeah. So it's just a piss take.
Put it this way, I've set fire to a lot of cars recently. Slashed a lot of tyres.
No, he hasn't. But at the same time, me and Aiden can't get too upset about it because although we're owed thousands, basically the company was the national press, and they actually screwed people over of like hundreds of thousands of pounds. Yeah, with SAS pensions. If you're really good at Google, you can type up and find out. So.
If you want to, you don't have to. It's not really
but we can say this basically because we don't work with them anymore. And so, anyways, we found out that James was leaving,
and to give us the
opportunity.
The person who is now working for us, our intention was to hire her all along early next year. But because naturally,
we want business growth to make sure that we've got enough in the bank to not only pay for ourselves but also pay for.
Well, that's why we were waiting.
Other members of staff.
But when James left, we were kind of like, well,
opportunities arise.
Get on it.
Yeah, so we can hire that person sooner rather than later.
But you won't find out that person right now.
And and also we went car shopping, not for me.
For our friend who works for us.
Yes.
We test drove a car for her, and actually
we didn't buy the car, just to clarify.
Oh no.
No. Yeah. No.
Nice car.
Just to clarify. But she wasn't around to look at the cars, and we found the car, and then she was around. It all makes sense, right? When you actually see who now works for us.
Yeah.
Okay. And then in September, we saw Dave and Johannes, our friends from Germany.
Yeah.
Who we've gotten to know.
Nice.
Went to Beamish with them, and we had
went to some nice food,
God!
And then he came over and I made a shepherd's pie, which was really tasty.
It was really nice.
Yeah.
It was really nice. We chilled a lot at home, didn't we? Because you made a shepherd's pie. Yeah. And went to a lovely steak restaurant. Very, very nice.
Like,
very nice.
Like steak and like cut the sirloin and rump steak and like the skirt. And you had these tongs. Oh, Brazilian. Oh God,
lovely. And then we also went with our goddaughter and her parents.
We went to Centre Parks.
Which, for anyone that isn't in the UK and doesn't know what Centre Parks
woodland
is,
forest retreat place. For people that don't normally do that, actually, it's really nice, the place. Not one family, I didn't see anyone. I think I saw one person with a pair of walking boots on.
I know.
It's really weird because whenever you walk anywhere with dogs, people normally wear walking boots. So if you go anywhere like outdoorsy, people have got walking boots. But Centre Parks is like for those that don't really walk. So everyone was just in trainers, and then we had like full walking garb, and I was like, maybe we should calm down.
It was really nice. So we had some really nice chill times.
Really good.
With
really
our
nice.
goddaughter and her parents.
Yeah. It was really lovely.
So it was really nice. And then, obviously, Queen Elizabeth has passed away, and on the same day, Aiden went away with some friends. I didn't, because I was doing work.
No.
I said no.
He was at an expo.
I was thinking of the business.
Yeah, me, Jade, Brady, Adrienne, Charlotte and Jack, and it was Jade's birthday. We went to Alton Towers and had a really lovely time. It was actually really good. And on the way home, the Queen died.
Jade.
She had a long life, didn't she? She was 96, so that's that. We've gone red again.
Anyways,
Sorry,
since then, we've been working very hard with the business, and we're getting to a place where we can just about cover costs if everyone pays on time. They don't, it sorts itself out.
Yeah.
And we're getting in a good place. So it's fantastic. We're no longer working at home, and it's just me and Aiden. We've now got a member of staff. We've got a plan to hire someone new. The dogs are doing well. I'll be when
they
it's on the
can
beds.
come into the office.
Yeah. So you're going to see a lot of that in VLOGTOBER.
Yeah.
A lot of us going to work, but we can show you what we're getting up to and stuff like that. And it'll be really quite nice. We will be doing Vlogmas as well later in the year.
Yeah. Well, I'll be doing it as much as I can. I'm performing at KIERAN again, so Ryan will be doing that whilst I'm not.
But
around.
every Sunday at 9 PM GMT, we're going to go live. So you can make sure you subscribe and you press the notification bell, so you get notified that we're going to go live on every Sunday. So come in. VLOGTOBER.
Flow.
Yeah.
Not Vlogmas, because I've been killed.
No, we did it at Christmas as well.
Did we?
Yeah. When you get back.
Killed.
Yeah. So.
Let's see how I feel.
No, we would do that.
Okay.
Because it makes things easier for me when we're editing. Because you aren't about to edit this 45-minute video, and it is now.
You don't even need to do any editing.
Well, I've got to insert all these pictures.
Oh God.
Yeah, exactly.
Just let people use their imaginations.
Ooh,
Anyway,
so yeah,
it's been a long video, so we're probably going to sign off. Or we're not probably. We're going to have in charge of that. If you have enjoyed this video, please.
Press the notification bell. Not doing very good. If you enjoyed this video, please give this video a thumbs up.
If you're new to this channel, you haven't already.
Press that subscribe button.
And click the notification bell.
So you're notified of whenever we upload, which will be for VLOGTOBER and Vlogmas, and hopefully also in November. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, it was really good.
Right.
Dinner!
Let's get editing.